actually, also the coast about for the electricity, and we have the idea to really work only with renewable energy like hydropower plants and solar energy. So actually, the market is a big problem about that.
But I'm hearing, kind of horror stories like, the drain that mining can actually, or could possibly take a country offline that uses so much energy. I mean, is that true?
No, it's not really true. We have a lot of energy, especially here in Switzerland, where we have over 1,400 hydro plants actually. So we have absolutely enough energy for the mining.
And so this is why Switzerland is such a good place for you to set up business.
Absolutely. For us, Switzerland is absolutely the ideal place to set it up because we need hydro power plants and we have a lot of them. Also, some of them are to sell and we're able to buy them. So we have our own power plants to provide our mine facilities.
So just talk me through how this idea works. You obviously have some hydroelectric power plants, and that's going to provide energy to run the mining equipment. But is that the only place that you're getting your energy from?
No, we have also long-term contracts with providers in Switzerland that can provide us with energy, but we have the idea to also run with own power plants in the future.
So how are you connecting your business with cryptocurrencies?
Actually, we're building a large decentralized mining facility in different places here in Switzerland. And the basic of this business, crypto mining, classic mining of Bitcoin, Ethereum, but we will work also as a provider, as a hoster for blockchains. Because of that, we're doing this in a decentralized way and not only in one place.
So you can work with a whole host of different cryptocurrencies?
Absolutely. We work actually with 5, 6, 7, but we can change it within 5 minutes. So actually, we work with a lot with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but in the future we will work also with others.
And you talk about how your business is decentralized, and that's because you're kind of reclaiming once abandoned huts in the mountains, is that right?
Yeah,
can you just
correct.
explain that part of the business?
Yeah, this was an idea from my side to use these abandoned buildings in the mountains because we can rent it for really low prices and we have thermal conditions which work for us. As you know, in mining you have a lot of heat from the miners and this is really the interesting part of this business and also the renting prices or the prices to buy these houses.
And they'll still work in the winter when it's very, very cold?
Absolutely, we can work also with 50 degrees minus, there's no problem for that.
Okay, so how are you funding this? You're going for an ICO. It's very trendy at the moment to do such a thing.
Absolutely, but in our business, it's also not only an ICO to do the crowdfunding. We collect also former or future investors and clients. So it's absolutely the perfect way for us at the moment. We have founded the company. After that, we go to run the ICO, and we have, after the ICO, in the first moment, we have clients. So for us, it's the right way to do that.
And how much are you hoping to raise with the ICO?
Our soft cap is 5 million and our hard cap is 100 million. So
okay.
We will see what happens.
So somewhere in between those two figures.
We'll see it.
Let's talk about the legal framework. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, a little bit. We have a big staff of lawyers behind us and we have spent a lot of money. And actually in Switzerland we have some regulations that we know we have 3 different kinds of coins. So for example, we have a payment coin and it's one of the easiest legal frameworks to work with it. And ICOs are really, really public at the moment. And I think Switzerland is a good place to run an ICO also on the legal side.
I mean, I guess it's quite interesting because, Switzerland, you say it's good for business because of the hydroelectricity and the location, but also because we're so kind of friendly towards cryptocurrencies. Do you think that's another part of why you're building a business here?
Yes, another part, because we are Swiss. So, of course, it was absolutely clear to build our business here, but really we have found here the perfect conditions to run our business and the frameworks, and so it was absolutely clear to start it here.
And you say that you look for funding in other ways as well, not just an ICO. I mean, where else are you finding investors from? Here, still in Switzerland?
Still in Switzerland, but worldwide. We have investors from the whole world, actually, and we will see who will invest finally in this project, but we will run this ICO and after we will see it. But we have a lot of requests also in Switzerland and the rest of Europe.
Now, your idea is fairly unique, but it's not the only one of its kind, even here in Switzerland. How do you deal with competition?
I think it's the only idea like this because we have really a decentralized standard and we can work also as a blockchain host, which we can be really important in the future also for big companies who need a service provider for blockchain hosting. So I think the idea is absolutely unique at the moment.
I'm wondering though, with some competition from Norway, Sweden, Iceland as well, I mean, energy there is cheaper.
Not much more. When you work with long-term contracts here in Switzerland with the providers, you have almost the same prices for electricity. And of course, they have same conditions. They don't need to cool the mining facilities. But we are Swiss residents, so for us it was absolutely clear to start it here to build the business.
And why else do you think Switzerland is, you know, such an attractive hub to host this kind of business?
Oh, this is different. We have an interesting tax structure here in Switzerland, of course. We have a safe place. This is also necessary, as we have here in China, where a lot of this facility have problems, where miners stolen and something like that. This is really a good place here in Switzerland, and this kind of problems we will hopefully not have here.
I'm wondering, you know, aside from the investing side of things, is there much international interest in your actual product?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have really cheap costs for the mining, also for private persons, as we will work like a cloud miner also. And we have really cheap rates, we have really cheap electricity. And our plan is, if we run with own hydro plants, that we will sell the electricity also with cryptocurrencies. And this is absolutely new on the market.
So other countries may say a kind of less of strain on their energy consumption if international companies come to you for the product here in Switzerland, where we have the abundance of energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the way. And we have already requests from other companies who are in the mining business to rent our space and buy electricity.
Can you tell us who?
No, actually not. It's really in the beginning of the ICO, so there's some secret informations which we will hold for us at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So what next for the industry, and does this kind of business idea solve many of the challenges associated with cryptocurrencies? Well, after the break, we hear from Olga Feldmeier, a blockchain expert, and I ask her just that.
Who are the men